So we'll go to a break at 7:30 or 6:30 is when we'll wrap up and go to a break.
It's time for Savage Storm basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network. The Savage Storm are brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, First United Bank, the Chutta Foundation, and the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. Savage Storm Athletics are sponsored by U.S. Cellular, Shelburne Heating and Air, Cherokee Communications, and El Caporal. The Savage Storm are also brought to you by Burridge Law, Westside Family Dentistry, Stuyvesant Chevrolet, and Shamrock Bank. Also sponsoring the Savage Storm, Choctaw Careers, Taco Casa, your local Texoma Chevy dealers, Excel Therapy, and the Wine Cellar. The Savage Storm are brought to you in part by Sparlin Realty, Applebee's, The Artisan at Brick Street Hotel, and Arnett Insurance. The Savage Storm are sponsored in part by Durant Lumber, your farmer's insurance agent, Al Olson, Discover Durant, and Green Spray Food Center. And now let's head courtside for Savage Storm basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Welcome into Bloomer Sullivan Arena. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler. Time for a little bit of Southeastern basketball, women's basketball at that.
It's the rookies tonight.
It is.
We got Noah and Jake, the rookies, on the broadcast. First home game for the Savage Storm in 2025-26. So, good luck, guys.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Thank you, Bob.
Hopefully we don't need the good luck, but we'll take it anyway.
Oh, you always need good luck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So let's go over a few things here real quick. Southeastern and Cameron coming into this one. Cameron 0-3 and Southeastern 0-2. So both teams looking to pick up their first win.
Hey, I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
Somebody's going to get their first win tonight.
Hey, that's a good prediction. That's
yeah.
Good chance someone does get their first win tonight. But we got an exciting one here. So Noah is with me. This is his first time, I think, ever speaking on any sort of a broadcast. So
Absolutely, yes, sir.
That's better than his first time speaking.
Yes, yeah,
Maybe.
a little bit. But so last year, these two teams played on the exact same day, exactly 365.
What, November 20th, 2024?
Exactly.
But it was in
day.
Lawton, right?
Yes, it was. And the Savage Storm actually won that game 62-53 a year ago today. So pretty interesting stuff for them.
We're hoping for a repeat.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Of that.
Absolutely. That's what we would hope for. But for the Savage Storm, they have 9 returning players from last year, and they were picked 4th in the Great American Conference preseason poll. So big expectations for the Savage Storm this year as they head into their season.
I can list off the returning players if you want from last year.
We're going to go to a quick break, so we'll be right back. You're listening to the Southeastern Sports Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it with small steps. Spend it with giant leaps. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Visit Durant, Oklahoma, where the people are just as special as our town. From our bustling Main Street full of boutiques, stores, and recreational shops everyone can enjoy, to our wide variety of family-friendly and fine dining options. You can enjoy cultural experiences at the newly opened Choctaw Cultural Center, or tons of water recreation activities on Lake Texoma. Durant is a weekend of fun waiting to happen. Plan your next adventure at discoverdurant.com.
Steubenville Chevrolet in Durant is proud to support Savage Storm Athletics. And with the same pride, resilience, and strength as Savage Storm fans, Steubenville Chevrolet is proud to be Durant Chevy dealer. When you need a new car, truck, or SUV, the Steubenville team is ready to find your perfect tailgate vehicle. No need to leave town to find what you want. Stay local, buy your Chevrolet the Steubenville way, and go Savage Storm.
The Choctaw Cultural Center is so much more than a museum. It's an adventure. Hear the living stories of our vibrant people and walk in the footsteps of our ancestors. Understand the ways of the warrior, then let your inner child play. Learn a delicious new skill or eat your fill at the cafe. We can't wait to welcome you into our dance circle. Explore and discover the past, present, and the future of the Choctaw people. Plan your visit today at ChoctawCulturalCenter.com.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it quietly. Spend it as loud as you can. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back. Jake Roberts alongside.
Where are we?
We're in Durant, Oklahoma.
Bloomer Sullivan
Bloomer
Arena.
Sullivan Arena.
We're in the arena, baby.
So, Noah, we did a lot of preparation for this game. So, what do you think? What stands out to you?
Something that stands out to me is all of the returners from last year. We have 9 returners from last year.
Yeah, but a lot of them didn't play that much. The key players, like Caitlin Kabisky's gone.
Yeah.
She was a first-team All-Great American Conference and the leading scorer, one of the top scorers in the career at Southeastern.
Yes, sir.
And she scored a lot inside around the basket. Now, Kinsley Warden came on really strong at the end of last year, and she's one of the key players coming back, and I think she was the leading scorer in both of their first 2 games, Kinsley Warden.
Yes, Kinsley Warden was the leading scorer and
yes,
with 18 points per game in the
46.7% shooting from the field.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying that 9 players returning
right.
is a little misleading because some of them didn't play very much at all.
Yeah, they're still
so
in the system,
this is a young team.
Yeah.
He's got 9 freshmen on the roster.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Savage Storm are wearing their special Choctaw turquoise uniforms.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They wear those one time a year.
Well, how special are we?
Yeah. But so Southeastern comes into this one 0-2, like we talked about. And
so who did they play?
So they played, hold on, I have it.
They played Minnesota Duluth and Winona State in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, the game was the games were in Duluth, so they kind of had the same sort of deal that the boys had the men had when we were at this tournament last week. So
yes,
they kind of did the exact opposite of what the men played, and they had to go down to Duluth, Minnesota, but they did end up losing.
It's up. It's a long way up there. It's like 1,100 miles. They flew to the game.
It's very up. You are correct.
The result of those games.
It's a lot colder, but we looked it up the other night. It was 84 here and 61 there.
Yeah, so not too different.
By the way, just so you know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, Cameron is wearing gold uniforms. That's not Southeastern.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to show the Southeastern uniforms. They're wearing the turquoise tonight. We'll introduce Cameron first, but you could, if you didn't know for sure, tune in and go, oh, that's Southeastern. They're blue and gold, right? No, that's Cameron. Kind of more like a mustard yellow.
Yeah, a little bit of a color rush action look for both of these teams. So 2 colorful teams instead of a white and a color.
Hey, Noah. That's the kind of shot you need right there. Noah's he's going to be running the camera on a lot of games this year. So we're in the learning process. This is like a, what do you call that, a practice broadcast?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So both these teams getting ready to play, and we'll send it over to Blake Allen, the public address announcer.
Arena for tonight's game between the Aggies and your Southeastern Savage Storm.
Yeah, I like how they play Darth Vader.
For the visiting
protagonist,
Cameron
antagonist.
Aggies. Starting at guard, a freshman number 1, Emery Elizondo. Starting at forward, a senior number 21, Chloe Heidebrecht. Starting at guard, a freshman number 22, Ayana Cooper. Starting at forward, a sophomore number 30, Madison Griggs. And starting at forward, a junior number 33, Alexis Parker. The head coach of the Aggies in his 4th season is Jeffrey Mahoney.
All right, we're going to have the hype video now for the Savage Storm, so we'll check that out. Here we go.
Storm fans, it's basketball time in Bloomer. Let's meet tonight's starters for your Southeastern Savage Storm. Starting at guard, a junior from Tecumseh, Oklahoma, number 11, Kinsley Warden. Starting at guard, a freshman from Weatherford, Texas, number 12, Hallie Hyatt. Starting at forward, a sophomore from McAllister, Oklahoma, number 13, Akira Hawk. Starting at forward, a freshman from McAllister, Oklahoma, number 15, Tori Kilburn. And starting at guard, a senior from Decatur, Texas, number 23, Abby Bohr. The head coach of the Storm in his 21st season is Darren Grover, assistant coach Kaylee Ragsdale, and graduate assistant coach Caitlin Denicola. Your Southeastern Savage Storm.
Well, there you go. That was exciting.
Yeah. You all know what you have to do.
Pretty exciting stuff. And I don't know if any of you noticed, but
remember, no one.
Tori Kilburn for the Storm is wearing kind of like one of those nose guards, those masks.
Yeah.
So be interesting to keep an eye on that and just kind of see if
she must have got elbowed in the nose or something. Here we go with the opening tip. You ready, boys?
Ready as always.
Here's the tip. Tip goes back to Cameron. Espinoza has the ball now. She dribbles on towards the right side at the free throw. And that's Griggs with the ball now. Griggs driving inside.
Yeah, Hawk reached in and poked that away and knocked it out of bounds. Akira Hawk.
Out of bounds. I believe it's going to stay with Cameron.
15 on the shot clock.
Inbounded to Griggs. Griggs still with the ball. Screen set. Griggs now passes to Espinoza. It's a shot clock violation.
What a great defensive stand for the Savage Storm.
Yeah, great start for Southeastern. Exactly what they wanted. And now dribbling down.
One player that's not out there is Stevie Stinchcomb. She's the starting point guard, but she's injured right now, the senior from McAllister. She was one of the key players on the team last year that made it to the finals of the GAC tournament.
Barr has it now, passes it and it goes out of bounds.
Well, she thought Hyatt was going to go all the way to the basket on the backdoor cut, but she stopped. So the pass went out of bounds.
So Elizondo has it now for Cameron. Guarded closely by Hyatt. Double team, Barr switches on.
Crossover, good move.
Drives in, kind of a loose in, and then
lucky play. The bounce pass actually got deflected away, fell right into the lap of a Cameron player.
So Hyatt, now Barr has it. Pass it is over to Hawk. Hawk for three. No good, a little strong.
The Storm trail by 2.
Now
there's a pull up.
And that will be a miss.
Need some help there, Jay?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Barr to Hyatt for 3. Bang! 3-pointer puts Southeastern on the board.
Southeastern responds quite quickly to that.
Hyatt knocking that one in, but Cameron quickly back to the other end.
Here's Parker.
Alexis Parker is 6 foot in there. Oh, there's a shot rejected inside by Kilburn, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, Tori Kilburn got that.
What a block.
She's a true freshman out of Hartshorn High School.
So now it's an inbound for Cameron. Inbounding the ball is Griggs, who gets it inside to Elizondo. Elizondo kind of chunks up a shot, doesn't really go anywhere.
I think she was just trying to get the foul call.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
So Hyatt has it and then gives it inside. Outside to Barr. Barr for 3 shots. Good. Abby Barr hits the 3.
Well, flames are certainly heating up for the Storm. 2 for 2 from 3.
Goes up 6-2. And now Elizondo has the ball at the top of the key, driving inside.
Good pickup by Hawk on the switch that time. And
Good
a steal knocked away, and it was Kinsley Warden who got a hand in there and knocked that off of one of the Aggie players.
So now Warden's going to inbound it to Hyatt, who, like we stated, is the backup point guard for the Storm. So here's Hyatt now, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it in.
Another
three. That one's good by Kilburn, and the Savage Storm are off to a red-hot start.
9-2.
It's hard to do better than
Savage
3
Storm.
for 3 from beyond the arc.
4 for 4 would be a little better.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Here's Elizondo guarded. I mean, she's done a lot of dribbling, gets it inside. Shot is no good. No foul call either.
I thought they were going to blow the whistle there, but Kilburn ended up with the rebound and got the block.
Another 3. That one's good. What a start for the Savage Storm.
I guess you're right. Timeout on the floor.
Hyatt hits another 3, and we'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Southeastern Sports Network.
What's your something?
My something is getting my very first apartment.
My something is staying on the cutting edge of the tech industry.
My something is to make a difference.
What's your something?
My something? Making every plate a work of art. There's something for you here.
Find your something at careers.choctawnation.com.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Welcome back. 12-2. Southeastern over Cameron with 6:42 left in this first quarter. Man, what a red start. What a red-hot start from deep for the Savage Storm.
Yeah. Southeastern is 4 for 4 from 3, and the student section over there on the right side of the court is loving it.
That's the baseball team.
The baseball team.
Yeah, they are great supporters. Now, they have to clean up the gym. That's one of the reasons why they're here after it's over. But
well, at least they're having a good time here, Bob.
Well, that's how they get money for the baseball program. So that's just the baseball team's done that. I'm talking literally for like 50 years.
And now here's Elizondo.
The other thing that has been tremendous is the defense.
Yeah, the defense has been sensational as Cooper takes a three and misses. Kind of a scramble for the ball. Cooper gets it back up top. Here's the shot. It goes. And that's Griggs with the shot for Cameron. Ball is inbounded quickly for the Savage Storm. At the top of the keys, Hyatt. Hyatt looks for someone. There's Hawk. Hawk thought about the three, goes inside. Back outside to Hawk. Hawk is going to take this three. That one falls.
Oh, my goodness. 5 for 5 from 3.
That one kind of rattled around. It looked like it was going to bounce out, but it stayed home.
So a crazy start to this one for
and
the
they
Savage
seem to be
Storm.
all in the same spot, that right wing.
Here's drives in, and the shot goes, but they're going to call a travel.
Wave it off. Wave it off.
And what a start. I mean, this is exactly how you want to see a team like this.
No, Coach Grover will tell you. He this is his 21st season as a head coach here. He goes, this ain't going to last. He knows it's not going to last. I guarantee you right now he's probably more excited about the defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something that, you can count on.
But here's the thing. It's nice to be at home, isn't it?
It is.
The shooting's better at home.
Barr inbounds to Hyatt. Hyatt has it now. Gets it inside to Hawk. Hawk dribbling. Hawk fires a little free throw jumper.
Oh, good offensive
Rebounded and put in.
Kilburn.
And that's Kilburn with the kind of the face mask. So Savage Storm red hot to start this one. Driving inside for Cameron. Shot.
No
won't
foul.
Go. No foul call as well. Rebound to Warden. Warden's looking to drive. It's 3-on-1, and she is, I believe they tied it up. Is that what I saw?
They're not going to call any fouls tonight. There's not a foul in the game.
Yeah, no foul so far. And I definitely thought that they missed one for Cameron down on the opposite side, but I think they missed one there as well. But anyway, stays with the Savage Storm.
Looks like they're playing a little bit of street ball out here.
Yeah, a little bit. Here's Warden, goes up. Warden can't get anything to go.
Yeah.
They
Late
finally
whistle.
call a foul.
Now, that's one thing in college you guys will notice. They will wait to see if it goes in to call it.
Yeah.
If it goes in, they don't call it.
Well, here is Warden at the line. She is averaging the most points for the Savage Storm, averaging 18 in the first 2 games. So
she really
far.
came on in the Great American Conference tournament when they made it to the finals. She had some huge games. At the end of last year, she was a sophomore last year.
First shot falls for Warden.
I think she scored 30 points in a win over Southwestern in the tournament last year.
Warden looks to make the score 19-5 for Southeastern.
Second one
and
falls
she does.
For Warden as well.
We'll get our first player in off the bench for the Savage Storm.
And Hawk's going to check out, and checking in for the Storm is Espinosa for the Storm. And here comes Elizondo for the Aggies. Gives it up to Griggs. Griggs kind of fighting, trying to chunks it at the rim, and
ooh, they called an offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
I think I agree with that call.
Abby Barr was on the weak side, and when she followed through, Griggs did, her body collided with Abby Barr. It really wasn't on the shot.
And this is putting on a clinic for Southeastern so far.
Hey, we got a long way to go, buddy.
Said so far. Here's Hyatt and gets it inside. Shots missed.
Oh,
gets
got
her
it
own
back.
rebound, and then there's a foul.
We're going to have a timeout here, I believe. It's the media timeout, under 5 minutes. But let's see here. I believe so.
Coach Grover must be happy with the immaculate defense from the Storm.
They're not going to do it. I guess we're going to say that other timeout was the media timeout.
Kilburn makes the first shot.
Doing a good job on the offensive boards. That's a couple that have led to points.
15-point lead for the Storm. Make that 16 as she knocks down both at the line. Here come
New
the
player,
Aggies.
new player in for Cameron. Driving to the basket.
Diallo fires the shot. She misses. It's really chaotic down there in the paint. Gets it to Barr.
Warden came up with the loose ball.
Here's Barr now. Outside. Shots no good.
Oh, that broke the streak. Espinoza missed it.
Rebounded by the Aggies. And now here comes Griggs. Griggs has it, guarded by Barr. Griggs trying to drive inside. Good defense by Barr, trying to get a space.
Yep.
Finally gets one to fall. Man, that ended a long streak.
She had a big physical advantage over Abby Barr and just utilized it in there.
Here's Hyatt, gets it to Barr, gets it in the corner. Shot falls.
Hey, that's a shooter's mentality there.
Yeah.
She missed her first one, but Espinoza said, I'm just going to keep shooting.
The Storm are now 6 for 8 from 3. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Espinoza has the ball outside. Here's a corner three from the Aggies, no good. And it's rebounded by them. Another block.
Oh, great save, too.
Great save.
I think they got a foul. Tie up.
It's a tie up, man. These officials are really
not calling anything.
Letting them play early in this one.
And they really are, Jake. They are playing physical. They're playing hard. The defense is spectacular. And luckily it's panning out for the Storm.
Yeah, it's a great start. And it's kind of the start of dreams for a home season like this. Officials kind of talking about something, trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Do they call a foul or a jump?
I think they called it a jump, but they're kind of discussing it and trying to see what they did. I think they might have changed it.
Well, they're going to review it.
Yeah.
3:26 to go here in the first quarter. Now, this is a women's game only. The men are playing tonight at the exact same time. You guys got an update on that one?
I can find one.
Yeah, go find one for me.
Well, while we're waiting on that, we can look at some of the stats. The Storm are 63.6 from the field, 6 for 8 from 3, and 75% from beyond the arc.
They're playing at St. Mary's down in San Antonio tonight.
Yeah, they play at 7:30.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It's Saturday that it's at the exact same. They play Texas A&M Kingsville Saturday at 1 o'clock. The women will be at home Saturday for a women's game only against Arkansas Fort Smith.
Yeah, 1 o'clock as well. So I mean, red hot shooting performance in this one. Southeastern shooting 63% overall and 75%.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the key to that. It's not just one player that's hit a bunch of shots in a row. It's the whole team. I mean, how many different players have hit a three? 4? 5?
Yeah, 4. Actually, 5. Yeah, 5 players have hit a three for the Storm, and I mean that in itself.
So that's team basketball, and the team defense has been great too. How many turnovers?
They forced.
It's over to the right. The turnovers.
They have forced 4 turnovers for Cameron.
Yeah, 4 turnovers so far.
Another key is also that the Storm are 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Let's hope they can keep that up, because that was one of the stories of our men's basketball games is they could not hit from the line, and that might have cost them the game.
Yeah, in that tournament last week.
Yeah, but it wasn't just Southeastern. It was everybody that first night.
Yeah.
None of the 4 teams shot over 60% at the line, I don't think.
Well, let's see if the girls can
I'm not
pick that
exactly sure what this conversation was about.
I think
one had a foul, one had a jump. I don't know.
I saw one of the Storm members kick one of the opposing players. So let's hope that they don't call that a foul.
Wait. Inadvertently in the battle?
I think it was on purpose. She looked to be pretty upset, so let's hope that's not called a foul. And we'll see the result of their discussion.
I guess they're
still discussing.
Yeah, still conferring, trying to figure out.
So now they're going to go to the scores table. They told the 2 coaches what said reset the shot clock. They haven't done that yet. Yeah, they did call a technical, I guess.
I think it was on that kick.
And the free shot is good. The technical was called on Southeastern's Mackenzie Espinoza.
Right as she had come into the game. So
I think the review was to see if it was on purpose or not. So you can also reset here. Looks like some new players have checked into the game for the Savage Storm. I believe that's Brianna Lindert, a freshman out of Washington, Oklahoma. I think I saw her number.
It's another missed layup.
Yep, that's Lindert into the game.
For Cameron. And here's Hyatt. Hyatt now inside to Barr. Barr posting up. Outside, here's a shot. No, won't go. A good rebound, though. Outside
Another
for the
offensive
Storm. Here's
board.
Hyatt with the ball. Gives it to Barr. Barr looking inside. There's Warden. Warden with the easy layup. It goes.
She was wide open, uncontested, basically.
So quickly now are the Aggies, and that's Griggs. Griggs has done a lot of the kind of dribbling around. Gets it to.
Well, a lot of dribble penetration by Cameron.
Yeah, a lot, but they haven't really been able to get anything to fall, and that's definitely in part to stellar defense so far. We are inside now, double team, and kind of throws it away.
And a shot clock.
Another shot clock violation.
Great defense.
That's now 2.
Sure, Coach Darren Grover is very happy about that excellent defense.
Yeah, that's certainly what you
got to
want to
remember. Harding's one of the top teams in this conference.
Now
and last night,
driving inside.
Cameron played at Harding and lost by only 13.
Now Barr jumped on the ball and then smartly called a timeout. So we'll take one too. You're listening to the Southeastern Sports Network.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
45% of people put off buying life insurance, according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local Farmers agent Al Olson and discover coverage options that you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your covered options, call Al Olson at 580-924-3898.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and Life Happens in 2021.
Back to action now. Southeastern has the possession. Warden finds
tough turnaround
jumper, and wow, what a shot.
Kilburn
from Kilburn.
Man, she had a defender right in her face and made it anyway.
She makes the Savage Storm go up 28-9 against the Cameron Aggies.
Driving inside now is Cameron. Cameron, I mean, that's a good shot from Cameron, but
it was lucky the ball kind of deflected.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like they're out there right now, and Southeastern's doing a really good job of making them pretty flustered. So,
behind the back by Kilburn. That was fancy.
Let's see, Kilburn kind of making the team dance. Here's Barr. Barr for 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Cooper. Cooper taking it inside as quick as she can. Outside.
Travel.
Storm wanted a travel call on that, but no travel call, and it ends up being Hayden Brick 3 for the Aggies.
Coach Grover was all the way down to the baseline arguing that was a travel. Looked like her pivot foot slid.
Leonard makes the 3.
Wow, what a response from the Storm. They take a 3, they give a 3.
Hey, you can do that, I can do it too.
So now here's Griggs. And again, Griggs has had the ball a lot. Griggs in the corner to Cooper. Now Griggs gets it back, also in the corner.
She's going to try to drive.
Looks to drive inside. Kind of scoop layups, no good. And rebounded and given to Hyatt. Hyatt slows down the pace. 28 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
23 on the shot clock.
Another three-point shot. That one falls. Leonard makes the 3, and wow, what a start from 3 for this team.
You got to realize she's a true freshman out of Washington High School. It's a lot longer three-point line than it is in high school.
Leonard is now 2 for 3 from beyond the arc.
So 4 seconds left. Here's Griggs, fires something up, airballs it, no good, and that's going to do it for our first quarter. Southeastern leads 33-14 over Cameron. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Southeastern Sports Network.
Leonard Skinner, live 2025 tour. Friday, November 21st, Choctaw Grand Theater. One iconic Sonic Night with Leonard Skinnard. On sale now. You can purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Leonard Skinnard, Choctaw Casino Resort, Durant.
At XL Therapy, our expertise extends beyond sports. We also offer dedicated rehabilitation for seniors, helping you maintain mobility and independence. Plus, we provide effective workers' comp rehabilitation to support a speedy return to work. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, XL Therapy is the community's trusted choice for top-quality orthopedic and sports medicine care. Visit xltherapyok.com to learn more. XL Therapy, where we excel at helping you excel.
Welcome back to Bloomer Sullivan Arena. Southeastern on top of Cameron, 33-14, entering into this second quarter. The Savage Storm made 7 threes in that first quarter.
Well, that's about as good as you can get for a period.
Yeah, that's
for one period. I mean, 33 points is a ton of points in one period.
Well, let's hope they can keep it up. That's been the story of the game is
they're on pace to score 132 points.
Well,
oh, my goodness.
and not to put their defense to rest. I mean, they played fantastic defense to start this game as well. It had 2 shot clock violations on the Aggies. And
what did Cameron shoot from the field?
Cameron shot.
That's the best.
5 for 18.
27%.
Percent. That's the best stat for how good your defense is playing. What the other team's field goal percentage is.
Absolutely.
Here's Elizondo gives it to a new player in for the first time. That's Copeland.
The Storm will also have 4 blocks.
Here's Griggs, trying to find her groove early in this one. Drives in once again. Won't go. A block by Hawk. Somehow they kind of get the rebound. And now here is a drive inside. Here's Griggs. Griggs looking up top. There's Elizondo, has the ball.
Good pass.
Looks inside. No, another miss. And almost a shot clock violation. But they get it to...
Brenna Howard is in the game for the Savage Storm. She's wearing number 5.
Now, here's Hawk, top of the key, looks inside. Tried to get it to Barr. The pass was a little low. And now
don't foul.
Here's Griggs. Griggs is fouled. They didn't listen to you.
Hawk fouled out of one of the first 2 games up in Minnesota. But also out there is Connie Hughes. She is a sophomore from Merritt, Texas, Bland High School. And she was played, a few minutes per game last year as a backup point guard. But remember, I mentioned this earlier, Stevie Stinchcomb is the starting point guard who's out with an injury right now. Not sure how. She probably won't play in the first semester.
First shot went, and then the second shot goes as well for Griggs. Hawk is 6'1", so I guess she was inside in her position, but came over on the foul.
Aona Naylor, a 5'8" senior from Meridian, Mississippi, checks in.
Here's Hughes.
For the Aggies.
Inside to Hawk. Here's Hughes now. A little crossover, goes up for the layup. Layup falls for Hughes. Just kind of pivot foot, jab left, jab right, and then...
That was a great finish, too, over a bigger girl inside.
Here's Elizondo. Has the ball, and then Southeastern picks up the rebound, and that's Hughes as well again. Outside, that's
Howard.
Howard looks inside to Kinsley Warden. Shot's a little short. Rebounded by the Aggies. Here is Elizondo. Has the ball now. Just looking to make something happen. Drives inside. Gets by the defenders. Finally draws a foul. And Cameron's been doing that all game, it feels like. And
that's their whole offense.
Yeah.
It's just isolate on the perimeter and dribble drive, it's called. Just drive over and over and over.
They've gotten, I mean, at least it feels like they've driven inside.
Hey, Jake, that's the second foul on Akira Hawk, so she goes to the bench, out of the game. And it's the second team foul on the Savage Storm in this quarter. What was it? Oh, 2 shots. Espinoza said, I'm getting that rebound. Oh, wait, no, it was a dead ball. 2 shots.
So another shot now for kind of a foul-less first quarter, but a couple here to start the second quarter. Rebounded by Barr on that miss. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes on the Choctaw logo, gets it to Barr at the top of the key. Here's a 3, another one short, and that's rebounded. Now inside, another three-pointer. That three-pointer's way off. And that,
see what I mean?
Yeah, that hot start from 3 is kind of simmered down.
It went way down.
Well, at least we got the rebounds on that play. We have 15 total rebounds compared to Cameron's 8.
Good job on the
rebound.
board.
No good.
Quick shot by the Aggies.
As Hughes comes up with it. Gets it to Barr. And that's
Kilburn.
To Howard. To Kilburn. And Howard fires the 3. It's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Possession.
So that's about 4 or 5 misses in a row. Did you show?
Kind of evens out, yeah. They're now 50% from 3 as they were 63% a moment
So this
ago.
is a learning experience here, ladies and gentlemen who are watching the game tonight. Noah, if you look at the top right of that live stat, it'll show you like streaks of like 0 for 6 on threes or whatever. See at the top right for each team. So those are good stats to throw in once in a while.
Outside, and that's going to be Copeland fires the 3. It's no good. It's rebounded.
Good block out.
And
Kilburn's doing a great job tonight.
yeah, Kilburn has great aggression. And now she has it to Barr inside. Trying to find position. It's Hughes. And it's Kilburn. Shot's good. And 1 for Kilburn.
Count it!
What a good shot. She just spins around and puts it over the top of her defender.
Well, and that's unguardable as well. If you can kind of hit that turnaround jumper.
A good assist by number 23, Abby Barr.
Yeah, Kilburn's done a great job in this one.
So when we get buzzers and things, new players come in, introduce those players. This is Katie Allen, a 5'7" freshman for the Storm from McAllister, played at Hartshorn High School, wearing number 30.
Diallo has it for Cameron. Drives inside, puts up the layup. It's no good, but there's a foul called. So we'll send Diallo to the free throw line for a pair.
And that just reinforces our discussion about the driving and ISO ball of Cameron. They just go to the rack and pick up fouls whenever they can.
I like it. Noah, ISO ball.
You know, we're former basketball players.
Yeah, the free throws so far have been kind of lopsided here. That's 5 for 5 for the Savage Storm. I guess not as much as I thought. This is the 8th free throw attempt for Cameron.
Well, I think there was a lot of non-calls in that first quarter that they didn't really call anything in the first quarter, so it kind of feels like there was nothing there. But here's Hughes now. Gets it inside. Back to Hughes. Hughes is driving, gives it to Espinosa.
Wide open.
Baseline jumper is good.
That was about 15 feet along the baseline.
That's Espinosa. It's kind of wide open.
Did you see the arch on that shot?
Yeah.
That thing was way up there. Rainbow. Oh, great. No-look feed.
What a pass to Copeland, and Copeland finishes that. It's a 20-point game, 40-20. Here's Hughes. Hughes looks inside to Kilburn. Kilburn, another fadeaway jumper. This one's a little short. Gets it to Griggs.
If I counted right, so far it's 7-6 Southeastern here in the second period. There's a loose ball and a tie-up.
Well, let's see who gets it on this.
Well, the arrow's right there in the middle.
Possession arrow is with the Storm, so it'll be their possession. Coming out, 5:25 left to go in this second quarter. as Barr looks to inbound it to Hughes. She's dribbling down now. Looks to get it to Kilburn. Kilburn again wearing that mask. Here's Espinosa to Barr. Here's Kilburn. Kilburn driving behind the back.
She ran into two players and
just kind of threw it away now. And now here comes Cameron inside. What a pretty fancy pass, but it ends up not paying off. And then Barr gets it and then is fouled.
Well, I don't think that's Barr. That's Katie Allen.
Oh, you're right.
They both have blonde hair. That's true.
That makes Cameron.
Again, we got a timeout here. We'll take a break and be right back on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Discover the Brick Street Hotel, an 11-room boutique escape in historic downtown Durant, featuring the Artisan Restaurant and Main Street shopping, perfect for game day or a weekend getaway. Book now at brickstreethotel.com or through your favorite booking site.
Beer runs, straight up competitive. And the wine cellar, we're MVP. From ice cold game day beer to craft brews that impress your hipster buddies. And premium spirits smoother than a quarterback spiral. We've got your victory celebration in a bottle. Don't show up empty-handed. Show up legendary. And proud partner of the Southeastern Sports Network. The Wine Cellar Liquor Store, Radio Road, Durant. Drink better. Celebrate more.
Elevated American cuisine, craft cocktails, and unmatched service. Experience the Artisan at Brick Street Hotel in historic downtown Durant. Perfect for brunch, dinner, or your next celebration. Reserve today at theartisandurant.com. Theartisandurant.com.
Welcome back to Bloomer Sullivan Arena. 40-20. Savage Storm lead, 4:52 left to go in this second quarter.
You know, this is kind of shocking. Southeastern came out and just made their first 6 3-pointers to jump out to a big lead, but these two teams on paper looked even.
The Savage Storm are on a 5-0 run in the last 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Now here's the inbound. Gets that to Hyatt. Hyatt at the E on the Southeastern logo at midcourt. Guarded closely. Gets it to Warden. Warden with a spin move, and it's going to go out of bounds off of a Cameron defender. So now Warden is going to inbound this ball for the Storm. Looking to get it to someone. Finally gets it to Kilburn. Kind of in a little bit of trouble. And now here is, wow, what a shot.
Another three.
Allen. And so,
you know, the key to that shot is how quick she got it up. I mean, it was only in her hands for a second or two, and there's a steal by Espinosa and knocked it away.
And here's Warden. Warden gets another to try it again from Allen. No good. Rebounded out. She looks, and here's another one from Allen. That one's short as well, so 2 short, and then kind of scramble for the rebound. And then
Stormer 8 for 14 from 3.
They come up with it. Shot goes, and that's good for Diallo. This pace has kind of picked up a little bit. Here's Warden. Warden looks, almost thought about the 3, gives it to Hyatt. Here's Espinosa. Espinosa tries a 3 of her own. That one's good for Espinosa. So they took the timeout and they decided we're going to go back to how we played.
Well, these are the starters. These are the ones that hit all the 3s, and we got a timeout on the floor. All right.
So we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Southeastern Sports on the Southeastern Sports Network.
When you're dealing with an insurance company, you're already behind the 8 ball. And the only way to get a level playing field is to hire an attorney.
We treat each and every case and each and every client as if they are a friend and neighbor, because that is how we view them.
You'll get the best service. You're going to have the best people working on your case. That I can promise.
Burridge Law Firm. Call 580-920-0700 or visit burridgelaw.com.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. 46-22, Southeastern on top, 3:41 left to go here in this half. The Aggies inbounded it. That's Elizondo who has the ball, guarded closely by Hyatt.
Oh, great steal.
Stolen. What great defense.
Espinoza just stepped in front of the passer.
Espinoza looks to take another three and does. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Hyatt. Effort gets on the ground, but they call it travel because she fell down when she had possession, so it's going to stay with the Savage Storm.
I hate that call. Not that it's a bad call. I wish it wasn't a rule because her pivot foot came off the ground, but she's on the floor.
Yeah.
As long as you don't roll over or try to move on the ground, on the floor, I don't think it should be a violation.
So here's Warden to inbound, gets it to Allen. Allen outside to Espinoza. Espinoza kind of just throws it away.
Pass deflected.
Now here is Griggs. Griggs drives inside, almost
good
stolen
pass.
again. They finally.
Good bounce pass inside to get it into the lane.
It just feels like the only way that Cameron's been able to get any sort of points in this quarter has been through free shots.
And they've been very good from the free throw line. So has the Storm. But that's been one of the key factors of this game, is if they can hit from the line.
Well, it was 33-14 at the end of the first, so Southeastern's outscored Cameron. I'm just doing this in my head. 13-8 here in the second period.
Here's the first shot. It's no good, a little short.
Very short, off the front of the iron.
So you guys ready for Thanksgiving?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
That's a good question. I mean, I know it's a little strange, but I'd probably go stuffing.
Really? I think mine's twice baked potatoes. I love those.
Spiced baked potatoes.
Twice baked potatoes.
Is that a family tradition?
Yeah. My aunt makes them, and they're real good.
All right. I thought you were going to say green bean casserole.
Hey, that's good stuff, too. Elizondo has it now for Cameron. Gets it inside. Gets it up top. It's a great defense by Barr. And
that's Allen again.
That's Allen, man.
Backdoor cut, throwing it away. Again, tremendous. And it's not just one individual, it's team defense. Coach Grover really emphasizes playing. You got to play team defense. I mean, they set picks and all kinds of things. There's no way you can just say, you got her.
Espinoza for three in the corner. That one goes for Espinoza. Another three for the Storm, and
that is 10 threes for the Storm.
It's a winning recipe. Now here's a shot for Griggs. Looked for a foul.
Way off the mark.
She wants one. It wasn't even close.
Hey, if I missed it that bad, I'd be saying it. They got my elbow.
And that's she was not happy with the no call there, but that's kind of one where maybe if you make a little bit more of an effort to not take a terrible shot like that, kind of foul baiting.
Well, she goes to the bench.
Yeah.
Cameron's coach is sitting down. I wonder what he's thinking over there. If maybe he's thinking he could talk to the
Allen.
team.
Here's Warden for three. It goes, and that is now.
Hey, Jake, no, it's raining threes at the arena tonight.
It is
33 points from beyond the arc.
Wow. 51-23 is the score. A minute 41 left in this half.
Yeah, if you just counted the three-pointers, Southeastern would be ahead by 10.
Cameron really struggling. Here's a three from Cameron. It's airballed.
Another one way off the mark.
Warden gets the rebound, gives it to Hyatt. Hyatt has it. Probably looking to get another three. Here's Hyatt kind of dribbling around, gets it to Warden. Back to Hyatt.
They're not in really any hurry here.
With a minute 22 left, they're just kind of trying to look to get to their shot. Now Warden's going to drive inside, pass it out. Hyatt for three. And almost went off the secondary bounce. From my perspective, at least, it almost looked like it fell. It didn't. Rebounded to the Aggies. Here's Elizondo. Elizondo does a spin move behind the back at the top of the key. Driving inside, trying to use her size. Gets out of position. Finds a cutting Aggie.
She looks like she almost got the foul there, but no.
Now,
that's a foul. Oh, they didn't call that either.
Here's Kilburn now. Has it. And then reset up top to Hyatt. Hyatt to Allen. Allen to Warden. To Hyatt. Drives inside. Here's
Good
Kilburn.
pass.
Kilburn's fouled, and She'll head to the line for 2.
Great pass.
28.2 seconds left in this half.
You know why that was such a great pass? She gave the ball, Hyatt gave the ball to Kilburn, and she had the angle on her defender to take it right to the block where you can bank it in, and there was nothing the defender could do but foul.
First shot goes for
50 points and a half. That's pretty amazing. You don't see 100 points in women's games. Almost never.
We might tonight.
I don't know. You got to keep it up for another half. That's pretty hard.
Well, let's see what these ladies can do.
Here's Elizondo.
Ooh, good crossover.
Crossover, drives inside. Great team defense again. Kind of gets stuck, fires up an ill-advised shot, and then it's picked up by Hyatt. Hyatt to Warden, who's away one-on-one. Outside, here's Kilburn with a great pass. Kilburn misses the shot, but it's rebounded. Allen gets rejected. Warden somehow gets the rebound again. I believe they called a foul.
No, they called that. She stepped out of bounds.
Okay, so.
But the officials are going to talk about it. They ought to just let the half go. Don't put like 0.3 seconds up there and say we got to inbound. Oh, no, they're going to go review it. Let's take a break. Well, they're going to review this to see how much time. And then I've seen this happen before. And what's going to happen is they're going to review this for like 4 minutes, and then they're going to go, there's 0.3 seconds left, and the team will inbound it and just
then it'll be halftime.
Yeah.
Especially in a game.
Especially that far away from the basket. But anyway, we won't take a break. We'll keep it right here. Halftime coming up in just a little bit. Southeastern basketball tonight.
But, I mean, what a shooting performance.
I mean, you look at the early scores. Do you have Cameron's other games? What were the scores of their other 3 games? They're 0-3, but they were all pretty close.
Well, I do know one thing, that they averaged a lot more points than the
I know they lost Tuesday night at Harding by 13.
Yeah, they did. They lost to Harding.
Cameron's averaging 72 points per game.
So what were the 3 scores?
So the scores in those games were, hold on, I do have it. I have it in my stack of.
So they haven't put any time on the clock yet, but they're obviously going to. 0.9 seconds.
They scored 62, 82, and 65.
Yeah, but what were the scores of the game?
They lost 78-62 to New Mexico Highlands, and it's exactly what you said. They just kind of ran it out, and these 2 teams will head to their respective locker rooms to figure it out or celebrate what they did and hope to do it again if you're.
Well, not if you're Cameron. You just want to change everything.
Yeah.
We got a break here, and we'll come back the halftime show, just a moment.
We all have stories. Stories inspired by culture, competition, creativity. Stories show our humanity. They inspire us to greatness and remind us to be humble. Stories connect us to our communities and the rest of the world. We are the Chutta people, and these are our stories. See and share them at togetherwe'remore.com.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
At XL Therapy, our expertise extends beyond sports. We also offer dedicated rehabilitation for seniors, helping you maintain mobility and independence. Plus, we provide effective workers' comp rehabilitation to support a speedy return to work. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, XL Therapy is the community's trusted choice for top-quality orthopedic and sports medicine care. Visit xltherapyok.com to learn more. XL Therapy, where we excel at helping you excel.
Beer runs, straight up competitive. And the wine cellar, we're MVP. From ice cold game day beer to craft brews that impress your hipster buddies. And premium spirits smoother than a quarterback spiral. We've got your victory celebration in a bottle. Don't show up empty-handed, show up legendary. And proud partner of the Southeastern Sports Network. The Wine Cellar Liquor Store, Radio Road, Durant. Drink better. celebrate more.
Shelburne Heating and Air is the choice for all your residential and commercial needs. Service and installation on brands you know and trust. Carrier, Trane, Luxair, Mitsubishi, and American Standard. Shelburne Heating and Air specializes in optimizing the performance of your heating and cooling system. Here to help you improve your indoor comfort. Shelburne Heating and Air, your locally owned heating and air experts. For contact info, visit shelburneheatair.com.
Kansas. A night to remember. Kansas live. With the music that helped make rock classic. Saturday, February 15th, Choctaw Grand Theater, Choctaw Casino Resort, Durant. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
At XL Therapy, our expertise extends beyond sports. We also offer dedicated rehabilitation for seniors, helping you maintain mobility and independence. Plus, we provide effective workers' comp rehabilitation to support a speedy return to work. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, XL Therapy is the community's trusted choice for top-quality orthopedic and sports medicine care. Visit xltherapyok.com to learn more. XL Therapy, where we excel at helping you excel.
And if you would, please turn your attention to the floor as we recognize tonight's game sponsor, Simmons Bank. Simmons Bank has been a long-time supporter of Southeastern Athletics and the community. Southeastern Athletics would like to express their gratitude for their support and partnership, which goes directly to enhance the student-athlete experience. Joining several Simmons Bank representatives on the floor is Southeastern Director of Athletics, Keith Baxter. Fans, let's hear it for tonight's game sponsor, Simmons Bank. You can learn more about Simmons Bank at simmonsbank.com. Visit them at one of their locations in the region. Again, big thank you to Simmons Bank for their partnership and for being here tonight. Now it's time to look at our first half stats, brought to you by Main Street Barbecue in Durant. For Southeastern, the Storm shot 18 of 38 from the field for 48%, 10 of 21 from behind the line, and 7 of 7 from the free throw line. For Cameron, they shot 7 of 30 from the field for 23%, 2 for 9 from behind the line. They were 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Southeastern out rebounded the Aggies 26 to 18. Our score here at halftime, Southeastern 53, Cameron 23. That is your first half stats. Brought to you by Main Street Barbecue at Main Street Barbecue, You'll find real food, family, and friends. Visit them on Main Street in Durant and online at mainstreetbarbecue.org.
So you have to look at the stat sheet and try to, so like
Steubenville Chevrolet in Durant is proud to support Savage Storm Athletics. And with the same pride, resilience, and strength as Savage Storm fans, Steubenville Chevrolet is proud to be Durant Chevy dealer. When you need a new car, truck, or SUV, the Steubenville team is ready to find your perfect tailgate vehicle. No need to leave town to find what you want. Stay local, buy your Chevrolet the Steubenville way, and go Savage Storm.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
Durant True Value Lumber is more than a hardware store. They're your community partner. From DIY projects to complete home builds, Durant Lumber has everything you need. Quality lumber, plumbing supplies, hardware, that perfect paint color, and all your home and garden essentials. The Durant True Value Lumber staff are your neighbors, always here for you with expert advice. Durant True Value Lumber is in the heart of downtown Durant. Durant True Value Lumber, your Durant family-owned True Value store.
Touchdown flavors begin at Green Spray Food Center. Whether you're grilling ribs, saucing up wings, or flipping the juiciest burgers, we've got your game day covered. Stock up on fresh meats, bold seasonings, and all your tailgate favorites. So before the big game, swing by Green Spray Food Center, North 1st Street in Durant. And always be ready for game day by checking out this week's deals at greensprayfoods.com. Durant's only locally owned grocer, Green Spray Food Center, fueling Southeastern fans for over 70 years.
When you're dealing with an insurance company, you're already behind the eight ball. And the only way to get a level playing field is to hire an attorney.
We treat each and every case and each and every client as if they are a friend and neighbor, because that is how we view them.
You'll get the best service. You're going to have the best people working on your case. That I can promise.
Burridge Law Firm. Call 580-920-0700 or visit burridgelaw.com.
Cherokee Communications believes good things come in threes, like three-pointers, epic movie trilogies, and great home service. That's why Cherokee offers HDTV, high-speed internet, and home phone. And right now, you can get any service or all three for one low cost. Get HDTV, internet, and home phone from Cherokee Communications and score 3 for the home team. Visit CherokeeCom.com today.
We recently asked listeners to describe the super nachos off the Taco Casa's super menu. Here are their stories.
I love that when you order the super nachos to go, they separate the chips from the toppings into different containers so that I get to have crispy chips.
The super nachos, only on the super menu at Taco Casa, located on 1st Street in Durant and southbound 75 in Calera. Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in Southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bloomer Sullivan Arena. A minute left before the start of the third quarter. Southeastern leads this one by 30, 53-23. We kind of debriefed the stats at halftime. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler. Noah, what did you take away from that first half?
Well, from this half for the Storm, it is a story from three. They are 10 for 21 from three at 47.6%. I'm sure Coach is happy about that, but 10 threes in a half. Most teams, like Bob said, don't even get that in a full game. So that is the story of tonight's game, but also their defense, Jake. Talk about their defense.
Yeah, their defense has been fantastic. They're moving their feet. They're creating turnovers. In fact, they have created 10 turnovers in that first half, and that's going to make any coach very frustrated. Looks like Cameron's back on the floor, so.
Yeah, the Storm have 4 steals and 5 blocks. So good job from the Storm on defense, up high and down low.
And another thing to look at is bench points. Southeastern has 20 bench points to only 7.
Wow.
For
Hey, I'm telling you,
Aggies.
boys, I've seen a lot of games in this gym. Not very many times against a Division II opponent does Southeastern have a 30-point lead at halftime.
Wow. It's incredible.
Now, sometimes they'll play an NAIA team like that. They'll have a big lead. But against a Division II team, that is exceedingly rare.
It's complete domination in that first half. We'll see if anything changes. As they're inside to Griggs.
Oh, they're going inside right off the bat.
And they went inside, and that was Parker with the shot.
A good assist from number 30, Madison Griggs.
There's Hyatt in the corner to Barr.
Well,
here's Warden back to Barr.
You can see that first play was a call from the bench by Coach Mahoney. He designed that and said, let's go in here. Let's run this play.
Here's Warden seeing if they could pick up where they left off. They don't. It's rebounded by the Aggies. It's a little too far out and kind of a low energy jog to see if she could get that. She can't, and Southeastern's going to have possession. So here's Hyatt now for the Storm.
You could definitely see the difference in the energies between the two teams. Cameron along their bench, they're all sitting down. They don't look too happy, but every time Southeastern makes a shot, our whole bench stands up, and Coach Darren Grover is sitting there encouraging his teammates and his players.
Well, that's easy to say, but it's hard to get fired up when you're up 30 points. That's the hard part. Because the tendency is to think, we got this. We got this.
Here's the Aggies. Nice crossover. Crossover behind the back, drives inside. She's guarded by 2. Gets the rebound. Shot goes up. She's fouled, so that's going to send Cooper to the line for a pair.
There we have that repeating story. Just one of the players driving to the basket and looking for the foul. Luckily, they get it on a different player, but they're back at the line all the same.
Anna Cooper, a 5'9" freshman from Anna, Texas. Aona Cooper.
And it's just right down the highway.
Yeah, not far at all. Maybe 50 minutes.
Yeah, they used to be in like Class 2A. They're going to be in like 6A before long, the way that place is growing.
Now here's Barr all the way around to Warden, up top to Hyatt, and then swings it around to Hawk. Here's Barr again with the ball. Fires the three. Three goes. Abby Barr hits the three. And
well, it looks like these ladies can keep it up. They are back on the scoreboard for three in this half.
Did you see what she did? She took 2 little dribbles to the side to get straight lined up with the basket.
It's another miss. 2 misses inside. Another offensive rebound. And enough finally falls for the Aggies. And
there's been some good offensive rebounds by the Aggies this half.
Well, they're definitely making a concerted effort to go inside.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought I saw. A kickball called on Cameron.
That's a weird call. She kind of tossed it at her foot, but
I know, but if you stick your foot out there, they're going to call it.
Well, what I think it was just like a pass to the corner, and she stuck her foot out to stop that from happening. Here's Hyatt now.
Well, Cameron has picked up the intensity on defense.
Absolutely.
The shot from Hawk. Mid-range J from Hawk goes down.
The Aggies want this win, but Southeastern says no. We will not let this happen.
So quickly inbounded now and down the court. Elizondo with it. Feeds it inside again. They're really looking to get those layups going. Haven't really got anything. Dribbles out, fires, and that's a miss.
Good block out
for Cameron. Here's Warden now.
That's a rule of thumb, boys. Anytime it hits the floor, that's a good block out.
Here's Hyatt inside to Warden. Warden turnaround jumper's a little short. It's rebounded by the Aggies. Looking to score. Little crossover, blow by, and that's good from Griggs.
She totally faked out Barr. She might have carried that the way she did that.
It's just a little right-handed cross. Stayed in her right hand. Looked like she was going to go to her left, and then was able to get to the basket and score. Now Barr with it in the corner to Warden. Warden now back to Barr. Barr's going to fire that three. That three's no good, but it's a rebound. And stays on the rim. And
well, man, that one hung on the rim so long.
The rim's got magnets on it as Kilburn gets that one to fall. There's a three.
Contested three.
And what a shot it is for Griggs. This game's really, the offense has stayed the same for Southeastern, but picked up the energy a little bit for Cameron.
Well, it helps when your shots go in. They shot 2 for 12 from the field in the second.
Here's Kilburn with some moves, finds Barr on a cut. What a cut by Barr.
I'm more impressed that Kilburn spotted her.
Yeah, Kilburn with eyes in the back of her head finds Barr on a nice cut.
Wow, that was a crazy shot.
Heat check.
Her feet weren't even set. Griggs she was still shuffling her feet when she fired that.
Here's Hawk now. Hawk picks her dribble up, gets it to Hyatt in the corner to Barr. Barr's going to shoot this three. It doesn't go. But a rebound by Kilburn. Kilburn puts it up and in.
Wow. Akira Hawk got a hand in there to keep that rebound loose, which led to the points.
And this is total domination.
Look at that drive.
Late foul call. Surprised it was late. That was pretty blatant and obvious. So that's going to send Griggs to the line. Madison Griggs, 5'10" sophomore from Mansfield, Texas at Legacy High School.
Akira Hawk now has 3 personal fouls.
By the way, it's 11-11 in this period. Both teams have scored exactly 11 points. Coach Grover will be happy with that, but Southeastern's only 1 of 6. After that hot start, 7 of 11, they've only made 4 of their last 16 3-pointers.
So it's not.
I told you it wasn't going to last.
Yeah, not as good as it initially was.
Well, 7 of 11 is like crazy land, especially making your first 6.
Hey, they're still shooting 40% from 3, which is still overall a pretty good number.
Oh, it's a great number.
Second free throw doesn't go.
Good rebound by Espinoza.
Quickly gets it in to Hyatt. Some new faces now on for the Storm. That's going to be number 32, Leonard, who makes the three.
She was hot in the first half. What is she for the game?
Leonard has, tell me, Noah.
I think she's 3 for 4 now from 3. And she has
I'll tell you.
11 points.
Yeah, points are important too.
Elizondo.
She's 2 for 3 on threes.
I think that's counting right before she just made her recent one.
So many missed layups inside.
Yeah, but how many offensive rebounds?
Lots of offensive rebounds. Contested layups are missed, but I mean
it's too easy.
Intensity has picked up for the Aggies as they score a bucket right there, and that was Diallo. So now here's Hyatt, and then now here's the shot, airballed, no good for Leonard, who just made that three, took another one, and didn't put enough on it. And so you're watching Southeastern basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Sparlin Realty is dedicated to achieving your goals and will always do what's in your best interest. For residential and commercial properties, farm, ranch, and land purchases, you'll feel good about your choice of Sparlin Realty.
At Sparlin Realty, there's nothing more gratifying than achieving your goals and earning your trust along the way.
Whether you're selling your property or buying your dream home, it would be our privilege to assist you. Please call us today at 580-745-1055
or SparlinRealty.com.
Studeville Chevrolet in Durant is proud to support Savage Storm Athletics. And with the same pride, resilience, and strength as Savage Storm fans, Studeville Chevrolet is proud to be Durant Chevy dealer. When you need a new car, truck, or SUV, the Studeville team is ready to find your perfect tailgate vehicle. No need to leave town to find what you want. Stay local, buy your Chevrolet the Studeville way, and go Savage Storm.
Welcome back. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler at Bloomer Sullivan Arena. Southeastern leads Cameron 66-37 with 4:34 left to go in this third quarter.
And, man, it's been a tight battle this third quarter.
Yeah, the score may not look like it, but both of these teams really going at it in this third quarter so far. Cameron's really picked up the offensive intensity.
Well, what's the scoring in this quarter? By the way, the other voice you hear, that's me, Bob Sullins. What's the scoring in the third?
The scoring in the third is
here's a drive inside while Noah's trying to figure that out. Cameron has the ball.
The scoring in the third is 13 points for the Storm and 14 points for Cameron.
And that's a double dribble, so they're tied in this third quarter. That was a double dribble down there, and it's going to be a turnover. So Southeastern now has the ball. Here's Hyatt to Barr. Barr in the corner trying to find Leonard. Leonard throws a crazy pass, and she stepped out, trying to position herself to take that three. She put her left foot out and stepped out of bounds. So it's a turnover, and it's going to be Cameron basketball.
By the way, the three-point line for college, I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, 22 feet, 3 inches, and 3/4, 3 3/4 inches, which is the international three-pointer. They use meters, so it's different. Comes out to a strange number.
So they called a foul, I believe, on the floor there, and the refs are talking about it.
Looks like Kinsley Warden and Connie Hughes checked into the game.
The Storm have 8 fouls compared to Cameron's 6.
That's for the whole game. So not a lot of foul calls in this game. Sometimes you'll see 6 and 8 as half calls.
Well, I guess we're going to have a timeout. They're going to review something. So we'll be right back.
I believe that puts Cameron in the bonus.
No, it doesn't, but we'll be right back.
It's time to rake in the cash this November at Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant. It's the Fall into Cash giveaway. Play with your Choctaw Rewards Club card to earn entries for your pile of cash. Hourly drawings begin at 6 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night with grand prize drawings at 1 a.m. Be sure to join us this November for the $1.2 million Fall into Cash giveaway. You'll be thankful you did. Only at Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays.
the best friend, and the first timer, the neighborhood hero, and the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler and Bob Solons. Ref still trying to figure out.
I mean, we're so big time, we're going with a three-man crew tonight.
Yeah, three-man crew. Noah and I this is our first broadcast, so a little bit of some rookies here on the call tonight.
It's your maiden voyage.
Hopefully the ship doesn't sink.
What, you watched the Titanic lately or something?
No. No. But ref's still talking about this.
By the way, Cameron played at Harding, Searcy, Arkansas on Tuesday night. They drove to Durant, spent the night last night here, practiced this morning about 9 o'clock here. They didn't go back to Lawton.
Yeah, so they're on a little bit of a road trip.
Yep.
2 stops before they head back.
Well, the Southeastern men are playing tonight at 7:30 as their tip-off at St. Mary's in San Antonio. Then they're going to go to Kingsville and play Saturday afternoon before they come. They don't have another home game until December 10th.
Long time for them.
The women play at home Saturday, 1 o'clock. Be here. Arkansas Fort Smith will be in town.
So these two teams used to play each other quite a bit.
In the Lone Star, yeah, they were both members of the Lone Star back in the 90s and 2000s. So,
yeah, but Cameron actually holds the.
So somehow there was a technical.
Yeah, there was. Not sure what happened.
Kinsley Warden's going to go to the line for the Savage Storm to attempt a free throw or two.
No. Warden's first shot is good. Talking about what we're talking about, Cameron holds a 31-17 series record over the Savage Storm as Warden knocks down the second free throw.
Well, not to jinx him, Jake, but with the way this game's going, I think the Southeastern ladies can get up that to 18 wins against Cameron.
It's going to take a lot for Cameron to make it back in this one, as Hughes has the ball now for the Storm.
Well, Cameron's switched up their defense in the second half here, too. They're playing a zone.
Yeah,
they were man-to-man in the first half, and it's been a little bit effective, but we'll see.
Now here's Allen for three.
And yet another three
knocks
for
down
the ladies.
The three. Katie Allen.
She's got unlimited range, too. That was 2-3 steps beyond the three-point line.
Almost an NBA level.
No,
three.
it was. The NBA line is only a foot and 6 inches longer.
That's another inside shot missed for Cameron. It's great defense on the inside for the Savage Storm, as Hughes has it on the NCAA logo. Here's Espinosa to Barr inside, back to Espinosa, and then Hughes ends up with it. Outside, here's Barr. Barr's going to try a three from the opposite side, and Barr knocks it down. And the bench is getting up, and the Savage Storm are also up big in this one.
Did you see how she stepped into that one?
Yeah,
Studies show that if you can step into it, you have a much better chance of making it.
So now here's Griggs.
Good defense.
Griggs kind of turn away.
She scored anyway. Sometimes offense just beats good. Good offense beats good defense.
Yeah, good defense, better offense, as Barr has it now. And here's Connie Hughes.
Throwing a few little pump fakes out there.
Inside, and wow, Allen's wide open.
Great find. That was an assist by Abby Barr. She lobbed that from one wing to the opposite block.
Amazing vision by her.
And Allen kind of picked apart that zone that we were just talking about and found the open spot.
So, no, would you say it's 2020? Maybe it's 2200.
Yeah, it's definitely good vision.
Here's the mismatch.
Wild shot.
Mismatch. They're just kind of Cameron's just throwing up shots and hoping they can get something. They kind of trapped in the corner, but
Connie Hughes pretty smart there. She was trapped in the corner, and she threw it off one of the Cameron players' legs and out of bounds.
Hughes with a high IQ play, and it ends up Southeastern basketball. They're up 76-39 as Hughes has it. They double team her, but it's out to Allen. Allen for three. Allen's shot goes. Oh my goodness, Allen is on fire.
Now Allen has 9 points, all of those from threes, I believe.
Cannot miss as another missed shot from Cameron. Cameron inside finally gets a foul, and that's going to be Diallo headed to the line for the Aggies. But my goodness, Allen has unlimited three-point potential.
So Southeastern's picked up their shooting a little bit. They're 4 for 10. They've now taken 31 three-point attempts. I'm going to have to get on Coach Grover. He's always talking about Coach Grover is this analytics guru. He has all these stats. I go to his office, and he'll be writing down numbers from the game before. He was doing that on Monday after their 2 games in Minnesota. His big deal is points per possession. And he calculates it. I said, Coach, you could probably make a program, and the shot clock I don't think was running right properly, so they stopped it. But he was just writing down every possession of a game, and then he was counting them up and see how many points they got. But he'll tell you that there's a sweet spot for three-point attempts, and I don't think it's 41. That's more than normal.
I mean, if you're making 14 of them, then it's hard to complain.
Well, they've made more than 14, haven't they? Just 14?
Yeah, 14 three-pointers tonight. Inside goes Allen, and she's fouled. So.
Well, that's an important move by – she's another true freshman. Remember I said this was a pretty young team? They come out on her. She's hit 2 threes in a row, so she takes it on the drive around them and gets to the basket.
Allen has 11 points in the game, looking to score her 12th and 13th points.
And there's that 12th.
Okay, well, I said 41. They've only attempted 31 three-pointers.
So 14 for.
45% is phenomenal.
That is indeed
And Southeastern remains perfect from the line.
You can't do much better than that.
They are 11 on 11 from the charity stripe.
That's like you get your pecan pie after your turkey.
And here's Cameron now. Just trying to dribble it around and figure out what to do with it.
Kind of
throws it away, and it's a turnover, so Southeastern's going to end up.
You know, Jake, another hidden story of this game is the rebounding. Cameron has 27 rebounds compared to Southeastern's 34.
So Southeastern on top on pretty much everything. And, I mean, in a lead like this, they're up by 40 right now as Warden shoots another shot, and that one goes.
That was just because she has such good soft touch. You see how that ball just kind of stopped? It looked like it was going to bounce off, but it was so soft. I don't know. Some good scorers have that soft touch.
Offensive foul, and nothing is going right for Cameron.
Abby Barr again held her ground.
Barr got in good position, and the officials rewarded her for that as Cooper's going to pick that foul up for the Aggies. So now here comes Hughes. They kind of stopped that double teaming that they were doing because it was leading to too many threes. That's a 2, and it's no good for Southeastern as Griggs is moving the tempo. Here's a wild three-point shot that goes. Just kind of ran into that shot, and that one goes, and that's Heidebrick.
Hey, that's where the coach goes, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes.
8 seconds left in the quarter.
Barr holding for that last shot.
Is she going to shoot it?
She finds inside to Warden. Warden step back. Shot won't go. And so they doubled Warden, but that's going to do it for the third quarter. You're listening to Southeastern basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in Southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Arnett Insurance is proudly celebrating 60 years of serving Durant and the Texoma area. That's 3 generations of family ownership looking out for your insurance needs. Rates for home, life, auto, and commercial that fit your lifestyle and budget. At Arnett Insurance, you'll find 10 licensed agents with over 270 years of experience. Locally based agents that work with a variety of insurance companies to give you the best options available. Located at 1116 West Main in Durant, it's Arnett Insurance and ArnettInsurance.com.
Welcome back. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler and Bob Solons about to start this fourth quarter here at Bloomer-Sullivan Arena in Durant, Oklahoma. Southeastern leads this one by a massive margin, 83-44.
That would be 39 points for you math majors.
That's not me.
You're not a math major?
Absolutely not. I would consider myself probably the opposite of that.
Did you fail freshman algebra? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't, but
take a lot of tutoring.
Yeah.
Looks like some new faces in there for the Savage Storm.
Yeah, and here's Allen for another 3, and that one hits the top of the backboard and doesn't fall. So now here come the Aggies. Stops her dribble as she drives inside, and that's a shot by the Aggies. Kind of rolls around, toilet bowls in.
Good ball movement by the Cameron Aggies.
Man,
that was a good play.
That's a terrible connotation. I'll be having nightmares tonight thinking about that. Chloe Eversole, a 5'9" freshman out of Anna, Texas, in the game for the Savage Storm.
And Howard back in as well. So now here's Barr. Still has it, drives inside. Up top, here's Espinosa for 3, no good. And Southeastern's trying to come up with a rebound. They can't. It's rebounded by Price. Price drives inside, shoots a layup. It's no good. And that's, again, phenomenal defense
by Mrs. Abby Barr.
And so Cameron has a lot to figure out after this game. They're going to move to 0-4 on the year. It's outside.
Oh, Espinosa reaches around and gets the steal. She reached around without committing the foul.
Here's Espinosa again with the ball in the corner. Allen for 3. Doesn't go.
Another good case of ball movement on that one.
It's rebounded. Here's.
Yeah, it was an open shot.
Barr at the logo.
You want to know a rule of thumb that all coaches tell you? I'm sure you guys have heard it. If you pass the ball, a pass moves faster than a dribble.
Excellent ball movement there by the Storm. They still missed the shot, but they come up with a steal, and here's a 3. It goes. Howard knocks down the 3.
Is she the 9th player to make one?
Now that was her 3rd attempt on the possession.
But
that's a quick foul, kind of in transition by Eversole. But Howard now gets.
Yeah, now 9 different players. 9 players have attempted a 3 for Southeastern, and all 9 have made at least one.
And that's really impressive stuff.
I don't know if that's ever happened for Coach Grover.
As Barr checks out, and I'll get you who checks in.
Espinosa almost got a steal again.
Hughes checks in. That's stolen by Eversole. Eversole now
right to
in
her.
transition. She slows it up. Gives it to Allen, to Hughes. Hughes fires the 3, doesn't go, a little strong, out of bounds. It's going to stay possession with the Savage Storm. And some
more
new
players.
faces checking in for Cameron now.
What do you think, Jay? Do you think Coach Grover will sub in some of the freshmen that haven't played today yet?
I would imagine at some point here, some of the people.
I think everybody's played.
Have they? It looks like it.
And another mistake by Allen. She did that earlier in the game. She steps out again on that.
I think everybody that's suited up has played. I'll double-check that. Stinchcomb is injured, so she can't play. Yeah, I think everybody's been into the game. Erin Dolan is the only one I haven't seen in the game. She may be injured as well. 3-second violation.
And that is, I mean, it feels like every possible way a team can turn the ball over, the Aggies have found a way to do tonight. And now Warden has it
That makes them with 19 turnovers this game.
Hughes passes inside to Espinosa. Dribbling in, back outside to Hughes. Hughes for three. Shot almost goes in and out. And it's rebounded by the Aggies. So those three-point shots that were so good at the beginning have kind of stuttered a little bit as they double team and
tie up.
Looks like, yes, they called a tie up. So that's gonna stay with Cameron though.
We're gonna have a line change coming up here for the Savage Storm. And I think I see Erin Dolan checking into the game. I mentioned her name. And you may be right. This is the rest of the players that hadn't played yet.
A list of new faces.
Presley Calhoun, a freshman out of Ponder, Texas. And an offensive foul.
Man, and that's just great defense.
And I think that was Addie McLemore, a sophomore out of Durant High School.
As here comes Eversole to Dolan in the corner to Calhoun. Here's Eversole with the mid-range shot from the corner.
That seems to be a trend in this fourth quarter. Is just amazing ball movement and open shots for the Storm.
And that's a travel, and man, they're inventing ways to turn the ball over. And to go back to your point, I wonder if maybe Coach Grover has told them, hey, let's pass the ball a few times before we shoot it since we're up by so much. I mean, they've scored 88 points through 3.5 quarters as Calhoun has that ripped away.
Stolen right back,
a good poke by Dolan.
That's Gazy Yates, a freshman out of Paradise, Texas, also into the game.
Looks like Yates is fouled, so that's going to be Southeastern ball.
That's only the first team foul here in the fourth period on Cameron. Each team has one.
So Yates gets it in to Dolan. Dolan tries a three of her own. That one goes. Aaron Dolan joins the three-point party.
That's the 10th player to make a three in the game for Southeastern. Amazing.
Man, you do not see shooting like this every day.
No, you hardly ever see it every season.
Shot goes.
The Storm are now 16 for 39 from
Davis.
beyond the arc.
Inside, back outside. Here's Dolan. Dolan thought about it again. Calhoun at the top of the key to Dolan. Inside,
bad pass.
Stolen. And that's what you're going to get from some of your players that maybe don't get as many minutes. Stolen by Dolan.
No, that's not. Dolan's 22.
Yes, correct.
Who's 14?
McLemore.
Eversole becomes the 11th Savage Storm player to make a three.
And have you ever seen 11 players on the same team knock down a three-point shot?
I don't think I've ever seen 8 on the same team make a three.
I mean, this is unprecedented.
Man, look at Coach Grover there on the bench. He's just sitting down all relaxed.
No, he fell asleep.
He trusts this team.
He fell asleep over there, I think.
Okay, are they going to get to 100 is the next question we're asking.
Well, they got 5 minutes to get 6 points, so probably. I don't think my scoreboard can handle it.
We're going to find out, aren't we?
I'm going to have to do some research to see the last time Southeastern. Well, let's don't jinx it.
So some little bit of communication from the refs. We're back to action now. Cameron has the ball almost stolen and nearly was. Pretty aggressive down there. And a drive inside, shot's good. And that's Price with a good shot. So now, here we go. Now it's Dolan to Calhoun. Back to Dolan. Dolan thought about the three, decides against it. Now looking to run the offense. Gets it in the corner. And that's the third time that a player has stepped out.
Timeout on the court. We'll be right back on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it quietly. Spend it as loud as you can. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Leonard Skinner, Live 2025 Tour. Friday, November 21st, Choctaw Grand Theater. One iconic night with Leonard Skinner. On sale now. You can purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Leonard Skinner, Choctaw Casino Resort, Durant.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it with small steps. Spend it with giant leaps. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. Southeastern women's basketball. I believe Noah has a stat for us. We talked about when the last time a team had scored 100.
Or Southeastern.
For Southeastern.
Last time these women have scored 100 points in a basketball game was November 16th, 2015 against Bacone College.
How many points did they score in that game?
102 to 33.
Wow, that's
what a beatdown.
Defensive domination.
Now, I will say, this is a Division II school,
Yeah.
Cameron. That was an NAIA school.
Absolutely.
And just domination from Southeastern today. Almost a steal and a bump. They're going to call a foul.
That's another storyline of this game is they are playing physical, and they're not afraid to get rough.
Okay, so my next question is, when's the last time Southeastern scored 100 against a Division II school?
See if Google can figure that one out.
Google knows everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it knows everything. What's the name of the AI on Google?
Gemini, I believe.
Gemini, okay.
Stolen, almost, and then they somehow got it back and just purely pushed in, and they called a foul.
Well, you know, Bob, this one says they won against Harding last year in a 103-95 victory.
That's probably men.
It says the women.
Okay.
We'll see if Gemini is correct.
Yeah, I'll look real quick.
Is Gemini correct, or AI sometimes makes stuff up?
Yeah,
so
it does.
We'll see if it decided to go ahead and make that one up. Here's Eversole with the ball now. To Dolan in the corner, back to Eversole. Dolan looking for it. She gets it. Inside to Calhoun. Calhoun double teamed out to the corner. Here's a three. Almost goes. No good.
Last year, Southeastern won 62-49 over Harding here and lost to Harding there 68-46 and lost to them in the conference finals 69-52. So
I guess we're making stuff up.
I suppose so.
So nobody scored over 60 in those games, which is not that unusual for women's basketball.
So maybe Google doesn't know everything.
Well, it knows it. It's just not giving you the proper information. I'm telling you, that was a men's score somewhere back.
With that last three by Gazy Yates, that makes 13 Southeastern players that have at least attempted a three.
And 12? She made one?
12 have made it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, that didn't go in. We're still at 94. So she missed it?
Yeah, she missed it.
She missed.
That's what I was.
Okay, so 11 have made one, and 13 have attempted one.
It's still an impressive stat.
Oh, yeah.
Both free throws go. 94-53. We'll see if we can even get to that 100-point mark.
Yeah, it's not going to be as easy as you think.
Yeah.
Another one from Gazy.
Side step back, kind of, and it's kind of a weak effort to get that rebound, and Cameron comes up with it. Here's a shot. Won't go. A little long. Rebound Cameron. Inside. It's an air ball. Gets it to the Storm. There's a head. Here's Calhoun outside Dolan. Dolan for three. That one won't go. Calhoun contests the rebound. Can't get it. Cameron comes up with it. 3:05 left to go in this one.
By the way, I did check with Matt Thomas, the sports information director here. There's no records for team totals for games.
Okay. So
I was trying to see what the record for most threes. We don't have the records for that.
So it very well could be this game, but I guess we'll never know.
That miss from Dolan put Southeastern under the 40% mark from beyond the arc. They're at 39.5%.
The first free throw's no good. Cameron they've really got some things to figure out. And this is a complete and total annihilation.
Yeah, but it's a shocker. They played their opponents pretty close in their first 3 games.
Maybe Southeastern is just really good this year. I mean, they were picked 4th in the preseason poll, but
I don't know. Maybe those teams they played in Minnesota are, like some of the best in this region, Duluth and Winona State.
Jake,
they have been good over the years.
You said that Southeastern was ranked 4th. The Aggies were picked 13th in the Lone Star Conference preseason poll.
So that's a big difference as Savage Storm turn it over, and the Aggies have the ball now. Inside Calhoun on defense. Good defense, kind of pins the defender in the corner.
I think they might have 17 teams in the Lone Star, though.
A big conference. As some new players check in for Cameron.
There's only 12 in the Great American Conference.
Number 20, Ava Alexander, and number 12, Tiara Neal. Checking in for the first time with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one. Southeastern leads by 40. And there's a bump right there. As it goes, they call a foul. And that's going to send Diallo to the free throw line, and she's had quite a bit of play time tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing you would think in a game that's this lopsided, the free throws would be way in Southeastern's favor. It's not. They've made 11 of 11 attempts, and Cameron is now shooting their 22nd and 23rd attempts of the game.
I think what really has separated Southeastern in this game, and obviously we've talked about it a ton, but it's the three-point shooting. I mean, you just don't see three-point shooting like this.
You don't. But
at the D2 collegiate level.
But they're also holding Cameron to 34% from the field.
Yeah, and Cameron has really just struggled, and you wonder, I mean, you can't blame it all on that as Calhoun gets the rebound on the miss. You can't blame all of it on it, but they did play a game last night, and they might have
Tuesday
night. They might have a little bit of jet lag, though, as they've been away from home for a couple days now. Here's Dolan. Shots blocked.
I think that was a pass attempt.
Either way, and here's a three. That three goes, and Cameron is not down by 40 now, so they're down 37. And now here's a shot by Yates. Yates' shot won't go. Rebound attempted at by Dolan, and it's a miss. Dolan.
Carrying violation.
It's a carry on Cameron.
You don't see that one much.
Especially not in today's game. They kind of phased that one out. They kind of let a lot of those go.
Well, if you take a look to the right of the stands, you mentioned that the baseball team was here. They are packing up. I don't blame them because this game has gotten out of hand.
They're not packing up. They're getting ready to clean the stands.
Oh, you're
right,
Bob.
They do. That's what they do. When it gets close to the end, they get their mops and their brooms and their trash cans, and they get ready to go to work.
So it's an early start today because of the score of this one. Here's Dolan. Gets inside. Here's the mid-range jumper. Fade away for Yates. Yates' shot won't go. Calhoun goes for it and doesn't get it as it goes out of bounds again. Bob mentioned this at the start of the broadcast, but these are the ladies' special Choctaw uniforms that they only wear once per year.
That's right.
Now good defense by Yates. Good fake through inside, and the shot's good by Davis. Eversole with the ball now for the Storm. Under a minute now to go in this one. Here's Dolan. Dolan to Yates, back to Dolan. Dolan's going to take another three. Dolan's three won't go. Calhoun struggles to get the rebound, can't. And now the Aggies are going to drive inside. A bit of a carry, decide not to call it. That shot's good. And Davis makes another one for the Aggies. And here's almost a steal. And Calhoun and an Aggie defender end up on the ground. They call a tie ball, and that's going to end up being Aggies' possession with 24.1 seconds. And I guess we will not see what happens when the scoreboard hits 100.
Yeah, it's not going to happen tonight.
But, hey, what an impressive win for Southeastern to kick off their home schedule. That shot goes, and that's going to make the score look a little more respectable. They've been on a 10-0 run to end this game. It's 94-64.
Southeastern's just going to dribble out the clock.
And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a fantastic basketball win for the Savage Storm women's basketball team. They defeat Cameron 94-64 in the home opener of the 2025-26 season. And, man, what a game it was. Three-pointers, three-pointers, three-pointers for the Savage Storm.
You know, Jake, maybe it would have been those special jerseys that they're wearing, those teal jerseys with the black stripe down. I quite like those.
Maybe they need to not be special jerseys if they're going to play like that every time they wear them.
Absolutely.
And we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back.
Leonard Skinner, live 2025 tour. Friday, November 21st, Choctaw Grand Theater. One iconic night with Leonard Skinner. On sale now. You can purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Leonard Skinner, Choctaw Casino Resort, Durant.
Shelburne Heating and Air is the choice for all your residential and commercial needs. Service and installation on brands you know and trust. Carrier, Trane, Luxair, Mitsubishi, and American Standard. Shelburne Heating and Air specializes in optimizing the performance of your heating and cooling system. Here to help you improve your indoor comfort. Shelburne Heating and Air, your locally owned heating and air experts. For contact info, visit shelburneheatair.com.
The Choctaw Cultural Center is so much more than a museum. It's an adventure. Hear the living stories of our vibrant people and walk in the footsteps of our ancestors. Understand the ways of the warrior, then let your inner child play. Learn a delicious new skill or eat your fill at the cafe. We can't wait to welcome you into our dance circle. Explore and discover the past, present, and the future of the Choctaw people. Plan your visit today at ChoctawCulturalCenter.com.
Visit Durant, Oklahoma, where the people are just as special as our town. From our bustling Main Street full of boutiques, stores, and recreational shops everyone can enjoy, to our wide variety of family-friendly and fine dining options. You can enjoy cultural experiences at the newly opened Choctaw Cultural Center, or tons of water recreation activities on Lake Texoma. Durant is a weekend of fun waiting to happen. Plan your next adventure at discoverdurant.com.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back to Durant, Oklahoma. Southeastern took care of business today against Cameron. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler and Bob Solons. Noah, what are some takeaways you have from this one in a dominant victory, a 30-point victory for the Savage Storm?
Well, you know, Jake, unfortunately they could not break the 100-point mark, but that margin of victory is still so prevalent. Looking up at the scoreboard, seeing that 30-point deficit for Cameron, that must be disappointing for them, but here's a Southeastern fan that is just amazing. Looking at some of the stats, we see that the three-point was so dominant for Southeastern, and that was the story of the game, Jake. Absolutely. They were 17 for 45 from 3 with a 37.8 percentage from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, it's just unprecedented. I mean, you don't even see that in professional basketball at a level that they shot the 3-ball tonight. I mean, you do sometimes, but it really just felt like a dominant performance, and they did a phenomenal job of defense as well, and I think that's something we could talk about, and I'm going to look here at how many turnovers.
Absolutely. Looking at it right now, Cameron had 24 turnovers. A lot of that was due to amazing steals by the Storm and just a lot of slow lobby passes. A little lazy, but luckily the girls could pick it up and take advantage of those situations and come down and score on the fast break. They have 6 fast break points. So a lot of those steals turned into points for us.
Yeah, and then this is, I mean, you can't expect wins like this every game, but, I mean, if you did, it'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
every time. But, Southeastern, they've got a game on Saturday, so we'll be ready for that one. But to continue to wrap this one up, I think another kind of important thing to look at is the bench points. Southeastern scored 43 bench points to only 29 for Cameron, and that also shows their dominance, because there were a lot of bench players in this one. This game was over from almost the first quarter when they started raining those threes to kick the game off. I believe they made their first 5 or 6. But it's just always good to see your bench come in and score the way that they did. And
absolutely. And another turnaround from last weekend with the crossover tournament. The ladies scored 11-11 from the line, perfect 100%. Cameron scored 14 for 23 at 60.9%. So a huge margin in percentages there, but Cameron actually came out on top on the number of free throws.
Give Coach Grover your headsets there. So we have a special guest. Coach. That must have been fun.
Yeah, I can barely hear you, Bob.
Oh, that's because Noah has such great hearing.
Okay. Oh, it's a little loud now.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get it right here.
Okay.
How's that?
I can hear it just fine now.
Okay. Well, the stat that I think is crazy, you had 13 players attempt a 3 and 11 made one. 11 different players made a 3.
I'm not sure if I've ever had that. I can't remember one. Everything looks great whenever you're knocking down threes, and we started early in the game, and that's what they were giving us. So we ended up taking it, and luckily our kids were on tonight. And so, again, everything is great whenever you're knocking them down. If we weren't knocking them down, we would be begging them to get the ball inside. But what I did think our kids did a good job of getting the ball inside and getting inside out and getting those rhythm threes.
Okay, so you've told me this before. You're an analytics guy. What's your optimum amount of three-point attempts?
You want 30 to 40% of your shot attempts should be from the 3.
Okay, I'm looking here. 45 of 76. That's a little over that.
It is. But, again,
when you're making them, it's okay.
When you're making them and they're giving them to you, that you have to go ahead and take some of those.
Okay, it's real easy to look at the offense and go, what a great job. But I thought the defense, especially in the first half, was fantastic.
Oh, they executed our game plan to really to perfection. We were going to switch all of their ball screens up top. That's what they really wanted to do. And I thought our kids really – and, I'll tell you what, it was Coach Kaylee that said, hey, this is what I thought we need to do. We saw Harding do it a little bit on film, and it kind of it worked with them. And obviously we have different personnel, but I thought our kids adopted that and did a great job of keeping between them and the basket. And even more than that, they didn't bail them out with fouls at the basket. We kept our hands out of there, and so they were shooting shots that were contested shots and then missing those because we weren't putting them at the foul line, which was unlike the second half. The second half we did put them at the foul line too much.
So coaches talk a lot. By the way, our guest is Darren Grover after the big win by Southeastern here in their home opener. Coaches talk a lot about the growth from like the first game to the second game, or the second. Well, you had that road trip. That was kind of like one game rolled together, those 2 games back to back. So have you seen that growth?
I've seen steady growth all the way through from August till now. I don't know. You know, you're talking about just a few days of practice. So did I see this dramatic growth on that? I don't know about that, but I did see in this game us having confidence to knock down threes and execute a game plan that we put out there. And when you're talking about, and we'd have to look here, but our first 2 games, out of the 200 minutes on average, 120 of those were from freshmen or sophomores over the first 2 games. So as there was a bunch of names that people probably didn't recognize because they were freshmen coming in and playing. One of those, which was Tori Kilburn, who actually got her nose busted yesterday in practice and had to go to the ER for that. So she's just a tough kid.
I was going to say, she must be pretty tough.
Well, she is a tough kid, and people that saw her in high school know that, and she came in and she's she wanted to play, didn't she? She already had a mask. I'll put it that way. That's how tough in high school she broke her nose. She already had a mask that she drove home yesterday to go get.
Well, somebody's going to ask her if she's a boxer.
There you go.
But I think I know most coaches enjoy this part of the game. Everybody got to play.
And that's good because you can go ahead and see stuff that you're not used to. You know, whenever you're in practice, everything's a controlled environment, and it's always good to see them against live competition. And so anytime that you can get everybody in that have had to play in practice and just wearing that practice jersey, it's good when they can come in and play.
And I know everybody got to play in this game, but it looked to me like compared to some years in the past, you have 10, 11, 12 players you can count on to contribute, which is more depth than you've had before.
You nailed it. I feel really comfortable going 10, 11, 12. I mean, Bree Lindert comes in as a freshman, and they gave her open shots from the perimeter, and she knocked him down. Plus, she just battles hard. So, Katie Allen comes in, another girl from Hartshorn, comes in and knocks down, goes 3 for 8 from 3. So those younger kids are getting a lot of experience very quick, and they're going to have to be part of our rotation. With Stevie out right now, Stevie would be coming in. She probably would be starting right now. So those kids have come in and plugged that gap. I thought Hallie Hyatt played a really, really good game and knocked down 2 early threes that got us going.
Well, the thing I was impressed the most with about the freshmen was just, and they were good on defense too, but there's no hesitation.
No.
You see a lot of, and you've talked about the transition from high school to college. It's different, it's faster, but they had the confidence to step up and take those shots.
More physical and faster, and those kids did. They went ahead. Yeah. I mean, Katie didn't hesitate a bit.
No.
Hallie did not hesitate a bit, and then we knew, Tori is just aggressive.
Well,
like
I thought
anyway.
Linder did too.
She did too, and that's not really exactly what she's known for is hitting those. Yeah. She's more of a low, likes to do turnaround jumpers, that kind of stuff around the post, but that's what they gave her, and she knocked him down.
Hey, and when it's possible, we don't know, this is just one game, it's possible, when you have that many players that are a threat out there, that makes it hard for the other team.
Yeah, hopefully so, and hopefully that'll continue. At halftime, I lectured him about it, said, hey, don't start drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, most of them didn't even know what that meant, so we're going to have a history lesson tomorrow in practice.
Well, you get to enjoy this for about 6 hours, and then you got to get ready for Fort Smith, Arkansas, coming up Saturday afternoon.
I tell everybody this: on losses, you're miserable for about 12 hours or maybe 18 hours. On wins, you just have relief for about an hour to 2 hours. But we'll take the relief for a little while.
At least go to Blockbuster for a few minutes.
If they were only open, I would.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Coach. That's Darren Grover after the win here tonight. Noah, did he leave?
No, he's right there.
Okay, well, he can talk if he wants to. We can wrap things up, boys.
Yeah.
So how was it your first maiden voyage?
I think I settled in. The pace is quite a bit quicker for basketball than football. So, it took a little bit, settled in. I think Noah did a great job, though, for his first time as well.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, but the key, did you have fun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Noah?
Absolutely. I had so much fun.
It's so much fun. You get to do it again here in less than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like 36 hours from now, you get to do it again.
Excited to do it.
All right, we'll see you at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Southeastern women host Arkansas Fort Smith. So until then, so long. Good night, everybody. This has been a Keystone Broadcasting sports presentation. Big win for the Savage Storm.
This has been Savage Storm Basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network. The Savage Storm are brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, First United Bank, the Chutta Foundation, in the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. Savage Storm Athletics are sponsored by U.S. Cellular, Shelburne Heating and Air, Cherokee Communications, and El Caporal. The Savage Storm are also brought to you by Burridge Law, Westside Family Dentistry, Studeville Chevrolet, and Shamrock Bank. Also sponsoring the Savage Storm, Choctaw Careers, Taco Casa, your local Texoma Chevy dealers, Excel Therapy, and the Wine Cellar. The Savage Storm are brought to you in part by Sparlin Realty, Applebee's, The Artisan at Brick Street Hotel, and Arnett Insurance. The Savage Storm are sponsored in part by Durant Lumber, your farmer's insurance agent, Al Olson, Discover Durant, and Green Spray Food Center. Thank you for joining us on the Southeastern Sports Network.